Welcome back, 8:38, everybody. On this January 26th, we've got an overcast start to the day. I would anticipate overcast skies all day long again today. I did notice briefly there, I think it was around noontime, maybe just before, somewhere in that ballpark at Grand Rapids yesterday, where there was like one little crease or two little creases in the clouds out in Comstock Park, and there was barely a little feint of light that was trying to shine through, but you knew it wasn't going to last long, and it didn't. We got back into clouds and some times of drizzle. Here we are, Muskegon, Comstock Park at the moment, much of the same. This is the look out in Grand Haven, where winds have now turned to the west. I mentioned that yesterday that, well, there wasn't much wave action the last few days, but now picking it up a bit for this Sunday as winds will be more brisk, it looks like, late morning and early afternoon at around, I would say, out over the waters there, about 20 to 25 miles per hour, maybe even a gust of 30 miles per hour or so. So waves can get back in the vicinity of several feet going into this evening, but not nearly to the levels that we've had a lot recently. Grand Rapids on the tower cam, visibility is better than yesterday morning. There are a couple isolated spots where the visibility's dropped down just a bit more, but nowhere within the viewing area would I anticipate driving conditions to be a problem, nor with regards to what's coming out of the sky. Drizzle, a few flurries can mix in as we go forth. It seems like the predominant type of precipitation, though, recently has been in the form of rain, more so this drizzle and light rain. West winds, there they are at the bottom, 10 to 20 miles per hour even here inland. So a little bit of a breezy day does come about. A few flurries, snow showers. I think, though, more so drizzle and flurries, the bigger story today. Quiet pattern continues and no big storms for the next 7 days or so. Now, it does look like there's going to be some colder air gathering and slowly heading southward in Canada the next week. And then once we get next weekend, there will be colder air showing up near the Canadian border, and then it starts to seep southward thereafter. So not this coming work week, but that following work week, likely there will be a clash of the air masses and some Arctic air dropping southward. We've still got probably on the order of 8, 9, 10 days until we get to that point, though, here in West Michigan. Temperatures are cooler out through the Midwest, and some of that air is being brought in on west winds. Not really here yet, but later on tonight will help us drop down to closer to 30 degrees, maybe even the upper 20s in a few spots, as opposed to the mid-30s we've had to start days recently. Wind chills in the 20s. Big area of low pressure spiraling over Ontario, now moving into Quebec. Backside of it, little spokes of energy, weak spokes of energy dropping southward and keeping this pattern of mist going. The radar showing some purples, which the radar interpreting it as flurries, but the low-level temps, the boundary layer temps, mild enough and marginal enough to have it actually make it to the surface in the form of these very tiny rain droplets that we call Mr. Drizzle. A couple of flurries, yes, maybe drizzle here this afternoon. Overnight tonight, more clouds. Here it goes. Tomorrow morning into the afternoon, it's going to be a cloudy Monday, and I think primarily a cloudy Tuesday and Wednesday. A couple breaks for sun could get in there. Amounts of snow would be meager. If we do see a dusting, you'd be lucky, if you like snow, that is. Overnight lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the 30s into next weekend.
Anthony, thank you.